Hello, everyone. Welcome to the OOTR Kokiri Weekly. We had some steamrolling issues earlier, but we are all set to go. You get a Trez seed tonight. And I am going to go get the stream layout the stream layout loaded, and I'm going to hand it off to new IT guy and Bird Nash.
Thank you much.
Good morning, everyone.
Happy time zone.
We are happy to introduce people to, I think, the first weekly of the announced Season 8 settings. I know we saw a restream of a race with the settings when they were announced, but I believe it's the first time we have it on weekly, right?
Yep.
All right, well, that's pretty exciting. We got Season 8 stuff coming up, lots of chances for people to make a name for themselves and, practice before the qualifiers begin in November, so a whole month away. Today on our restream, we have a quad race between Cola OSU, iCola, Inc. 7, and Link Highland.
Mm-hmm.
And taking a look at our starting, I believe that is
A Shadow and a Requiem.
Is that Requiem? Oh, it is Requiem. Okay.
Yep, it is orange.
I am colorblind, so that makes it hard.
Okay, you are excused then. So, we got some interesting changes from Season 7. First of all, our bridge condition is vanilla again. So, we are required to have a Shadow Medallion, a Spirit Medallion, and the Light Arrows to form the Rainbow Bridge to Ganon's castle now. And we have to have all 6 medallions to get the Amazon airdropped Ganon boss key to us.
Yep, we are returning to the possible get soft locked by saving improperly. So make sure to not quit out of your game without saving if you get that key, because it will not airdrop to you again. I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember if they fixed that or not. I think it did a while back, but we will see.
Right. It would be very good. Keep on your toes anyway. But we are still using path hints, I believe.
Yep.
So 5 path hints along with a series of otherwise always, including the newer one, which is the always song hint listed on the pedestal.
Yep. The always hint is with the 3 Baron hints, and they are the 4 stones outside the Temple of Time. Something new in here, we also have dual hints this season. We have 2 of them, and there are 2 copies spread somewhere. And like always, 30, 40, and 50 are in the Skull House. Blue fire arrows are turned on. 3 chickens. Only 1 dungeon can be hinted Baron. And the song hints that can appear at the Temple of Time are Composer Grave, Adult SFM, Crater, Ice, Colossus, and Prelude. Check. So the pedestal. And random child starts. Hello, Lon Lon.
That's another thing to mention. Yeah, our child start location is in fact randomized, but our adult location remains vanilla. So our adult spawn will always be in the Temple of Time.
Correct.
A quick divergence here from a couple of runners. Some of them choosing to get the 10 rupees to be able to play Talon's Chicken Game, and some of them choosing to immediately warp out and get that song from the song chain at the Spirit Temple, and probably not getting Minuet. Probably going to go get our song from SFM in a pretty short while here as well.
A nice little chain here. Also, we have some changes to our path hints this season. Unlike previous ones where we were using paths, we now have kind of a split win condition situation going on. So priority for hints will now be that the highest priority will be to Spirit and Shadow Medallions and Light Arrows. So we may see a new hint if you're not used to using various settings. We may see a Path to Evil's Bane tonight. That will be for Light Arrows. And then we may see our standard to bosses, and then from there it goes to what you need to get the boss key, which will be the other medallions, and then a path of the hero as the last possible path, which can only be a bow or magic in these settings if we do see them.
Domain, Water Temple, Foolish. The creator has Sun Song. I missed the other Foolish that was in front of the thing. And our song chain has led us with a couple different songs. We have a prelude at the Childish FM. We have our serenade at the ranch. So, looking like a lot of good travel songs and not a lot of the sort of Czech songs. And we're still looking for a ZL.
Right. And we have a nice little shield in the cow silo, so no one is going to be picking it.
Yeah, no, not worth our time.
No.
Especially with us starting with shields, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I always like shield and consumable starts. It just makes the game a little nicer. Oh.
I don't disagree with you.
We got a minuet on Malin. Or not minuet, a serenade on Malin. Nice for routing over to Lake.
So we have a small key in the hammer loop in Fire Temple. So some indication that we're going to probably need hammer to progress there. So probably a good hint to ward off fire dips if people are looking to do that. Frogs 2 is dead. Always good to see that hint. Don't like to have to do that particular check. Very out of the way. Very frustrating to do.
Yep. High requirement for it also.
Absolutely, yeah. Kakariko. Was that Way of the Hero?
I didn't actually see it.
Yeah, I think Kakariko was Path of the Hero. I didn't see a colored thing at the end of it for paths, so I would guess that means that there's a bow or magic in Kakariko. We'll see it again on Ico's screen right here. Yeah, Path of the Hero. Look at that.
Okay.
So that's a good indicator of one of those being required to beat the game, but not any other dungeon, right?
Which means Forest is not required or Shadow is not required.
Yeah, exactly.
And Spirit Temple is either not required or cannot have a key in the big room.
Right, because of the torches thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's an immediate payoff to that little logical crux that we were mentioning just a few seconds ago. Fascinating. I'm very excited to see what I'm gonna. Probably just a bow.
Actually, right? Is that? Yeah, because it can't be. Oh, I hate Spirit Temple key logic. I think if you have 5 small keys, it can be the boss key, maybe. No, because it would still be magic lock. No. Well, but you get there as child. If you have all your keys, you can get there as a child and use a stick to get to light that. So I think maybe if all keys are in a certain early area, it can't be a small key.
Yeah, it can't be a small key. Could be a boss key. Can be an item, obviously. Much more likely is that we're just going to see a bow in Kakariko, and we're not going to do force this time.
That is a number right there. Sorry, 240 out of 16,000 seeds for Path of the Hero. That is crazy.
Wow. So it's Fire, Shadow, Spirit. That is not. What that is not is Forest Temple, which means we're
magic. Ooh.
Okay. And also the crux of every good Ocarina of Time randomizer speedrun. a foolish hint for a dungeon you have to complete. Fortunately, this time around, it's water, which is a much easier one to do if you have it foolish, because you can then just get, the boss key pretty quickly, and it's not the worst one in the world. There's certainly worse dungeons to have, like, to go all the way through forest or shadow.
Yeah. What we don't want to see is a hint for Central Pillar saying boss key and some really bad iron boots.
Yeah, agree. I mean,
That's
exactly.
that's about the worst thing that could happen to us all. But
right, because then you have like you can't even gold scale it, and then have to get the boss key, and that would be sad.
mm-hmm. Goron Pottery is dead.
That's always good.
Hey, money. Yep, Stone Shadow will not be finding a way today. I mean, I guess if the runners don't know about the path of the hero, it could find a way, but it should not be finding a way today.
Very true.
Oh, look, a big chest.
Probably magic. Oh, Ocarina of Time has Bolero.
Oh, look! It's a magic. What's that doing there?
So, a pretty decent chance we won't have to do our stone dungeons today. Not a guarantee that we won't have to do any of them, but pretty okay shot.
Mm-hmm.
Song of Storm. No, that's time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're seeing a lot of like utility songs and not a lot of like the progression songs. Like, mind you, we don't need Nocturne this seed, so that is one less progression we need. But like,
okay, 30, 40, and 50 are dead. Yay!
Thank God.
And sorry.
Ooh. Megastone Hammer this early makes me want to go into fire, even though it's a stone. But honestly, I might just take that into Dodonkos and start doing some of the Dodonko stuff.
Yep.
Like, I know we can't beat it yet, but if we find any bomb shoes in the dungeon, we can beat it. If we find a bomb bag, obviously, in the dungeon, we can beat it. That would be ideal.
That would require... is that a strength in the crate?
That is a strength on TARDIS. Oh my.
Okay. Well, that's fun. But unless our runners know the shield bomb shoe or the regular bomb shoe for KD, we're not going to beat it.
Yeah. But I'm fairly confident all the runners know the bomb shoe eye trick.
Not for the eyes, for actual KD, because we have no way of throwing. We don't have a strength yet.
Oh, true. Yeah, the shield drop for like yeah.
Yeah.
That one's less known.
Right. I mean, I can do one, but the
second one is trickier. Yeah.
All right. Nice 48. Oh.
We're gonna take the vanilla way out and play Song of Time to get to leave. That's actually kind of cool. You very rarely see people not do the Void Warp here, so very interesting. And honestly, also on the interesting side of this is the fact that 3 of our runners have basically high-fived into Dompe race, and one has decided to go child first instead of adult first after that kind of like early song routing opening that people did, because I mean obviously it makes sense to get all the songs that you needed to get from the area. You spawn ranch, you have this chain songs. So we'll see if the child start pays off for Link versus what everyone else is doing, which is mostly the same stuff.
Yeah. This is one of those 2 checks that could be really beneficial early. Because most people don't like Valley Lake, they don't want to do it.
The Valley Lake loop used to be so meta, and it has fallen out of style in recent years. So it is a pretty subversive play, good for 1v1s. It's like you're like, oh, my opponent's not gonna. Ooh, SFM to Morpha. Interesting. That's a really useful hint, and if the other runners don't find that, SFM is Sarias is what we just got. No, that was Epona's, right? What was that?
Epona's.
So it's either Epona's, the child song was Prelude, so that's not it, or it's what's about to be in this Megaton Hammer Grotto right here.
Yeah. Yeah, in this case, it could be a hook shot in this grotto too.
I'm thinking it's probably a hook shot in this grotto, or it could be Iron Boots.
Oh yeah, Iron Boots. Yeah, I'd hate for us not to have our DLC. Okay,
it is
so
not. So it is actually Epona's song. Interesting. Okay.
So GGG.
Yeah.
Makes sense. HBA.
Especially if it's a hook shot locked in GTG or HBA, which would then forcibly require us to have bonus to get over, because you could obviously get over with long shot, but if long shot's locked behind the force getting over, that would be a good way to go about
that. Thank you, Link, for being the nice guy for showing us all these back of lake hints. Right. Graveyard to Evil's Bane.
Interesting. Have we found anything in Graveyard yet? I don't think we did.
A Strength.
Oh, yes. We did find a Strength there that we weren't able to get.
We haven't seen the Grave yet.
Was that the second Kakariko Village to Path to Hero hit?
Probably.
Link setting up our Scarecrow song. Okay. So, Graveyard to Evil's Bane could be the song in there. It could be the torches. It could be Strength. Strength would be kind of strange, though. Wait, that's another Kakariko hint. What did Kakariko hint say? Okay, so Royal Tomb Chest dead so that takes away 1 chest. So it actually, could it be Sun Song locked, maybe?
Yeah, it could be this. It could be the Sungrave. It could be the
Dompe Digging.
Doki. Yeah, Dompe Digging could be the song if it's like Storms or something maybe in there.
Storms
can't be ZL ever.
Well, yeah, because it's ZL locked.
Well, other than that, it can't be CL anyway. And then, yeah, those are the only 3 things. Oh, they got a bottle. We can go to ice. It's a thing now.
Oh no, I'm not rushing ice. No shot.
We don't have hovers. Scratch that. We need hovers first.
And then Ikola finishing that route into Dodongo's Cavern. I think this is the right call. I think you're going to get yourself stuck at the back end of DC with just a hammer. So routing your way through SFM, through Goron City, and ending in DC before going back Child makes a lot of sense. Kakariko Village. Was that Nocturne of Shadow? So was that a vanilla Burning Kakariko song?
Yep.
Okay.
And we have a Lost Woods to Morpha path.
Interesting.
That makes me want to grab that Skull Mask a little.
Yeah, check the Deku Theater check. That makes sense to me. We checked a bunch of the other.
No. Skullmask is hinted. It's a slingshot.
Oh.
But with it being a slingshot,
We could check the target, right?
right? That's what, and that would be a candidate for the path, or a possible one. And we have free
Also,
one.
yeah, this is an incredible layout for our path hints. We have 5 of them, and 1 points at light arrows, 1 points at the magic we've already found, and 2 of them point us at Morpha, which is putting us pretty anything else.
Mm-hmm. That makes me think a lot of it's on the way.
I suspect you might be right. I also think that indicates to me that there might probably a few items in. Well, actually, no, they can't be in water. Gosh, where? GGG? A few items in GGG? That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of convergent paths.
Mm-hmm. So there's a strength that Cola and Icola picked up in the in the grotto that do when he did Valley Lake Loop because he didn't have explosives, but the hammer does count. So that's interesting. That would mean if we found any explosive or if we find an explosive or a silver scale that's not locked by that strength, that means that the 2 strengths don't lock each other, right? Because we can always get that other strength on the TARDIS if we just have bean access. Which would make it possible that Evil's Bane is inside Spirit Temple? Mm-hmm. Spirit Temple or GGG behind the block, strength 2? That makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's a reasonable option.
That's just also assuming that it's not just chilling out in Sun's own grave.
Oh yeah, no.
That we're just
light arrows could totally just be in another check. So
right.
But I mean, using the information we have, possible worlds, you want to think. I mean, that's what runners end up thinking about, right? It's like, oh, what is the worlds that could exist, that kind of stuff. And yeah, I think Link's gonna do Dompe digging, and that makes a lot of sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to check your 10 skulls. 10 skulls is not terrible either. Whereas Icola is taking our thought and going over to, looks like I think crossover to GTG. Are we going to see Hookshotless GTG? I think we're going to see Hookshotless GTG. I guess really you want bombs for that though. Maybe it's just for speeding around. So there's Link finding the magic. Will Link? Do you think Link's gonna do the Coco jump to go get the cow cage room?
Ooh.
Because he's spent a lot of time as a child. He's doing he's doing Kakariko as a child to route this in in a different loop thing. I have to imagine you don't want to have to come back if you're doing that chest at the back of Kakariko as a kid. I imagine you don't want to have to come back as an adult, right? Because otherwise I would leave them for an adult routing. And oh, that's Iron Boots. Where did Cola find that? In River. Okay. So that's good news for us, right? Because that means that the pathomorphs that we've been getting are not pointing us at Iron Boots in any way. Probably pointing us at a bunch of hookshot.
We've also seen a T-shirt, so it's not tunic for some BS either.
Yeah, we also got a wallet, so
yeah. So it should be a hook shot, but it could be a bow.
Yeah, it really could be a bow.
Torches. It's not the strength. Thank God.
All right, Doki Doki, my favorite chick in the game. What do you got? Bail me out one time. Let's go. That's a bow? That's a bow.
Speaking of bows,
So that one can't be the Evil's Bane because it would have to...
because force is required.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not that one, for sure.
Right.
That's really interesting.
So it still could be strength for strength 2, 3 lock stuff.
Bow could lead to light arrows, but it can't be bow that they're referring to on the hint because force is required, I believe, and otherwise, if that was the hint they were pointing at, it would say path to Phantom Gambit, I would assume.
Right.
What are we thinking here? Cola's going back through to Dongo's Cavern, which we've seen before. Link is still doing a child route, which is kind of impressive to me. I think he's going to take that slingshot he has and go do the target in Lost Woods. That would make some sense. We have seen that Lost Woods hint. Ink is similarly clearing out Lost Woods, doing the Lost Woods child checks. He did the adult checks while he had the hammer. And Ikola is going to GGT by reversing, I think.
That's a fun. K-Sword to Morpha?
Wow.
Possible.
So, inside Deku, something is... Okay, that makes sense.
As long as that's not on a sometimes. Yeah, I can choose. Good job.
Oh, wow. Yeah, actually, that makes a ton of sense. Because now you can go finish it on those, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whereas Cola cannot unless we just have a vanilla bomb back here, which is entirely possible.
Doesn't Cola have a strength?
How do you open the eyes?
Oh, yeah. Right. Sorry. For some reason I thought... Yeah. For some reason I thought Cola... It's Cola, Ikola. I'm getting mixed up again with Cola, Ikola. I was like, oh yeah, Ikola got shoes. Cola has shoes too as well, right?
No.
Well, no, not the case.
It's not blood money, it's lunch money. What's the difference?
Did he kill a child in the woods for those shoes?
No, he saved Termina for the shoes.
Oh, dude. Ooh, big chest on Cola's screen. What's this? Blue fire in a bottle. Also, what is this? The Minority Report? We're doing pre-crime stuff? Preemptively saving Termina? Okay, got it.
That is a deep cut. Bomb shoes? No, just a stick.
That's another Lost Woods to Morpha hint.
That is not a good spot for that to be in. But
yeah, I mean
the other one was, I think, in a better spot.
Yeah. Link not going into Deku is interesting. Like, we know we have to do Deku. Oh, that is a strength locked or bomb locked gold scale. So that's technically that strength could put the other strength in logic. The other strength is in logic with that gold scale.
Mm-hmm.
Or bow. Oh, and the bow was just on Dompe. Okay, so if it is strength if it is strength in the graveyard, it's referring to strength 2 specifically.
Yes, or 3.
Or 3, yeah. Well, yeah. I was thinking strength 4, but yeah.
Oh, actually, no. It cannot be strength 2. Or not strength. It can't be strength 3. It has to be strength 2.
Why not strength 3?
Because you can't spawn the bridge. And OGC's hinted.
Oh, no, OGC's hinted? Okay, well, there you go.
And Fortress the Baronade. Woo!
So our boomerangs and Fortress, probably, is what we're hearing here. Or Rudos, I guess, but probably Boomerang. It's like always Boomerang.
Right.
Rudos are like forever always buried somewhere in a seed and I'm looking for it for hours. Christ.
But we do have actually, we have all 3 checks available in Fortress. Pretty early. In various stages of having the items to do it, but all you need is a pony and a bow. Oh.
The Sunsong Grave is a claim check? So light arrows can just be on Bigoron.
No. Light arrows can't be on Bigoron. It has to be the strength. So Bigoron's a hinted item.
Okay, and they can't duplicate, right? So the Bigoron is a always hint, right? Okay.
And because the claim check is hinted, it can't be the claim check.
Right.
Yeah. So
okay.
It is
confirmed it's the
strength.
That's a strength inside the tree as well. Wait a second.
Right. Yeah, OGC's hinted.
Are we sure it can't be the inside Gan's castle?
Yeah, unless it's no, it's definitely light arrows for bridge condition. So
right, yeah. So yeah, it can't be that.
But
okay,
I thought that how do you beat?
Wow. Also, Deco Tree is loaded, like actual loaded.
Right.
Bomb bag strength.
Oh, I guess it could be the bow. I think I'm mixing up Hero versus Evil's Bane. So it could be the bow leading to the light arrows.
Hovers, strength, bomb bag, and Bigoron sword all in Deco Tree.
Kinda loaded.
Yeah. Sadly, we pretty much don't need hovers to see.
It'll get us into ice faster.
True. It does plus pretty much. And no, we don't have Composer Song yet because we don't have ZL yet. I'm starting to think that ZL is on the Temple of Time Forest Medallion song.
What is... Oh, behind Deku? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Was Crater hinted?
Was Crater hinted? I don't think so.
So, yeah, that would be the other spot it could be, is Crater.
Oh, yeah, I think they peeked that. I don't think they saw anything on the top of the mountain.
I meant for ZL.
Oh, yeah.
You got hovers in the basement.
Right, yeah, okay, that makes sense. yeah, they'll let you get off across with that. Okay, that could be the
Which also could be half them, technically. That being somehow the spaghetti leads, or maybe not directly, but Crater was the song hit. Okay, so it's not a Crater. So it's yeah, you're probably right. It's a Prelude.
Mm-hmm.
Crater was this. Oh yeah. Okay, Sun's on Crater.
Yeah, I definitely want to see what's in the Sun Song chest here at this point, because nothing I've seen. Yeah. Oh right. Yeah, we already know that. Right. Gosh. So it is just Bo then.
Bo or Storms and Composer Grave.
Yeah. I feel like Bo doesn't make sense, and I feel like Strength no longer makes sense. And you've told me why Claim Check can't be it. So then,
well, it isn't Strength either, because we have 2 strengths that are equally available.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like it can't be Strength, it can't be Claim Check. It shouldn't be able to be Bo. So,
right.
Song.
Yep, and at this point, it has to be Storms to actually lock anything. Oh, hello.
That's a hook shot on killing King Dodongo. Oh, Bomb Bag was in Deku Tree.
Yep.
So that resolves your Lost Woods to Morpha, right? It's
right.
It's Kokiri Sword, enter Deku Tree, get Bomb Bag, beat DC, get Hook Shot. So that one's solved.
Yep, that's solved.
It could be Saria's song in the Composer's Grave, and could want Dancing Dad or something, but much more likely than Storms, right?
Yeah, I guess Saria's is possible also.
I don't think there's any other songs that are super possible, right? Like,
yeah, and whichever one isn't that is sitting in ice. I think we've seen all the other checks that it can be.
I agree with you. Yeah,
because it can't be ZL can't be an I. So actually, no, ZL cannot be an ice. That's not possible.
Yeah. Both ZL and Composer are locked by. Both Ice and Composer are locked by ZL, logically.
Yeah. So we have ZL on Prelude, and pick which one you want in Ice, and pick which one you want in Composer Grave.
Yeah. And the one that's in Composer Grave gives us Light Arrows somehow?
Yep. Or it's just a bow.
Ikola doing Forest with a Strength and a Bow and a Hook Shot. This is just correct, right?
Ikola is doing it with not a bow.
He has a Strength. Oh, he doesn't use Bow. Oh! I thought he had Bow. Okay.
If he does, he doesn't have it marked on his personal tracker.
No, he does not. A little bit more questionable, I think, actually. Also, yeah, he's playing Song of Time to enter back here. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess the bow was in a really weird location. I think the only one who has the bow is actually Link, because it was on Grave Digging, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's a pretty significant advantage if there's no other really easily accessible bows. Now, this is Ocarina of Time. There's 3 bows and 4 simple. Ocarina of Time likes to lock itself on itself. Like, the chances that there is a bow in Forest, or third strength in Shadow, or third strength in Spirit, or second magic in Shadow are very high.
Put that back, please. Ink, put that lens back.
Was it Ink do?
He got a lens of truth from
Oh
the
no.
DC summit. It does not matter. Well, actually, it can't.
There could be some logic that matters here.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how magic works now. If we know it's path of the hero, that just means it can't be needed for a dungeon, or does that mean any check that uses magic?
I think it can't be useful to get something that like towards the path of a dungeon, right? So like if you need to cross the wasteland to get a check, that's one thing. But if you need to cross the wasteland to go into Spirit, actually no, Spirit is a stone, so yeah, that works. Crossing the wasteland to go into Spirit as Spirit access, but we have Requiem, so you don't need that.
Yeah. So I think
treasure chest game.
I think TCG's just dead by that logic, right?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that means it's just dead.
Also, 10 Skulls is dead.
Yeah. There are some items in strange spots in this particular seed, but like that notwithstanding, this is looking like a pretty decently like okay seed. Like
Yeah, I was kind of getting concerned there at the beginning. It didn't seem, it seemed really, really dry. Like, yeah, they got a really early hammer, but and of course the magic, but the magic's hinted and just free.
Speaking of hammer, 3 of our runners have had it for about 30 minutes now. Link has still not gotten it because it is it is a more commonly adult check, and he has yet to go adult.
Right. That is true. Cola and Icola do need to go grab the K-Sword at some point. So.
Yeah, K-Sword unlocks a lot of utility and into the seed. I mean, the bomb bag gives you access to that hook shot logically, although Icola had the hook shot. Another free strength, hover boots for utility purposes. Like it's a really nice pack of items to help you like push through the rest of this game. So I think if Icola finds bow and Kokiri sword, Icola is in a very good spot because I think Icola has a lot of other knowledge about the seed based on what he's done so far.
Mm-hmm. And I looked away for a second, and Link is playing Bongshu Bowling for something.
Yep.
Oh,
For
okay.
a Hylian.
75% off. We take those.
I guess we do. Our runners on the top side need to go back child is the big kicker here. And when you're adult and you have like items to do stuff with, you really don't want to go back child, but they kind of have to. Whereas I think Link is maybe finally considering going adult after that save quit.
Yeah.
We have to.
I would think that, except he was already in market.
You're right. Where is he going? I guess it was market at night, so we had to save quit out. So then the real question is, where is...
I wonder if he's killing time of day to go do like chickens and what you call it?
He might be. He's trying to do day kakarika or something.
Yeah, killing time of day for it. Ink about to get a hook.
Oh, and he's going to get his second strength.
Plant the bean.
Yeah.
Right.
It's good to be back commentating OOT. All kinds of interesting paths and trying to guess what our runners are doing.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on DK Isles for too long. Okay, yeah, he went to go plant the beans. Now he's going adult. Now we're gonna see him hopefully not forget to go up and grab the cow check when he goes over there to get that strength.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll also pick up his lullaby, so he'll probably get the song while he's there.
Yep, I would imagine so.
Oh, banana indeed, Joss. Oh, banana indeed. I've gone so deep into DK Isles, I even was on GDQ with DK Isles. The coconut gun, it does fire in spurts, and if he shoots you, you probably die. Does Ikola have a slingshot? He does not. Interesting. So I know we saw one slingshot on this check that was hinted, but I think Link found a second one somewhere. Because I don't think Link grabbed slingshot from the skull mask check, did he?
That is correct. I don't remember where Link picked up his slingshot at.
Same.
Because he does not have the skull mask for sure.
Mm-hmm. Maybe chat remembers.
But whichever one it is, it's the same one that Ink found.
Ink found, yeah. Which means it's probably in a decently okay accessible location, because like Link went everywhere as child, but Ink had a bit of a smaller child run, so.
Also, I think Collet choked there on water. Is what happened?
Calling the man out. Got it.
No, he died.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Calling the man out. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Yeah. Oh, it was a vanilla slingshot? Okay, that would make sense.
Oh, vanilla slingshot in the shooting gallery?
Yeah.
And you know what? Tiny Kong is the best Kong.
That's unfortunate.
That's some very unfortunate timing. Choking on water, you mean drowning? Yes, I just mean drowning.
Yes. That is what I meant.
Water is foolish. I think he's trying to find the boss key. I know he doesn't have long shot, but I think he's just trying to find if boss key is like easy or hard with just the hook shot.
Yep. It's still required to be. It's just.
Yeah, so like what he's doing is not wasting time per se. It's totally fine. He's just attempting to like figure some stuff out while he thinks, I think.
Right.
It's always better to keep moving and doing something you need to do. Okay. So Link is taking the long way over to Kakariko Graveyard. Not that I can say I blame him. He has not gone adult even once so far, and so a lot of cleanup he has to do, getting songs and other things like that. In the meantime, Icola is sort of getting into their child routing now, and Ink is back on child doing some cleanup on child checks. IT tell me whose position would you rather be in right now? Like right this second, drop you into one of these seeds, like with everything they have. Whose position do you favor?
I think Link's in the best one spot right now. And I say that as Icola finds his bow.
Finds bow, yeah.
So until Icola goes back and gets that slingshot and checks checks target for his K-sword, I'm still thinking like probably in the better spot here. That child routing just it paid off today.
Absolutely. I think he definitely has a good advantage. It is a matter of like if Icola can find a slingshot and get the Lost Wood check, that will pay off for him. And if he can't, then it's gonna be a while because you're really not getting anywhere without getting into Deku.
Right. That being said, if Ink finds the bow here shortly, I'd say Ink and Link are. This is you got two people whose names rhyme and two people whose things are about the same thing. I feel like I'm driving myself crazy trying to talk here.
Yeah. Am I watching 2 races or 4? I think I'm seeing double. 4
Right.
crusties.
Rant aside there. I think Ink and Link are in the better spots right now just because of the items they've found.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Link definitely I think has the better position right now, just because of the child route.
Yeah, today things were on child important. The real questionable thing for Link is just that hammer, right? If when Link is finished with DC, Link gets the hammer, goes into Graveyard, does the rest of Graveyard, then I think Link's in a really, really, really good spot. That's the only thing I think that runners have above him.
So who's Pinky and who's Sue in this case?
Okay, so Inky is Ink, and Linky is okay, right?
Link.
Then, so Pinky is Icola, and Cola can be Sue.
Okay.
Because Cola has like the simple name, right? Like oh, it's Cola, it's Sue, right? And Icola is almost like it's like almost ink, like pink, right? So I don't know. This is like barely logical reasoning, but you know what? We're going with it.
Yep.
And of course, Icola now with a bow is just going to go do forest, so that's a big plus.
Yeah. Not surprised by that.
When Link finishes, given the hookshot location, when Link finishes DC, Link's going to be able to do forest. Anyhow, I'll have to know that Little Women is a very respected piece of work.
Yep.
And for people who don't know, the names of the pose in Forest Temple are named after the main characters of the novel Little Women.
Yep. Joelle, Beth, Amy, and
Meg.
Yeah. It's like, what's the purple one?
Meg.
Oh, another fun little feature. They sped Meg up, so she spawns faster now.
Oh, thank God.
She will, after hitting her, respawn faster. That was a new QOL in 8.2, I believe.
I'm very happy to hear that. Because her spawn times were ridiculously slow.
Yeah.
And I see Blanche, Rose, Dorothy, and Sophia, the golden ghouls. That's good. I like that. That's good. And chat, look, we're being blessed today because Icola doing forest right now means we're not going to get the dreaded double forest experience. Or at least we're less likely to.
Well, the dream's dead for quad forest, that's for sure.
The nightmare's dead. I don't want to do quad forest.
I didn't say it was a good dream.
Fair
I
enough.
just said it was a dream.
So here's the tomb from Ink. I'm pretty sure we got a hint saying that the flames were dead. So this song tells us quite a bit. Much more likely to be storms. Very possibly could be Sarias. If it's Sarias, we're pretty solved. If it's storms, we got some searching to do. Answer is that's storms. Take that to the bottom of the well.
Mm-hmm.
More shirts.
We have seen all of the clothing today.
I feel bad for Cola. Cola's often Fire Temple.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't do your child chores this seed, you're in a weird spot.
Yep. Although, Cola could just end up like big braining something and
then is miles ahead, yeah.
yeah. But the highest we will have to ascend into deep fire is highest Goron. Because Hammer Chest is our extra key.
A good thing to know. Ooh, second wallet.
Which
So we really have all the shirts today, eh? Yeah. Like, we can even go... We have a bottle of Blue Fire. We can even go buy that other shirt.
Yeah. I mean...
We're not gonna. We found both of them, but if you really wanted to...
Yeah, and we have hinted BFA, so no shenanigans for having to, like, buy Blue Fire for, like, a Paradox letter.
True. I believe that's in the Hyrule Castle Fairy Grotto, right? Not Grotto.
Correct.
Yeah.
ZL was on Prelude chat.
Hidden behind completing Deku Tree, which is why Kokiri Sword is such a important factor this seed. I mean, you always need to do Deku, but the only other thing you get in Deku is Bomb Bag, which is useful, but our runners have found a clever get around with the wallet to go buy Bomb Shoes. So realistically, the main thing you need Kokiri Sword for is just like that, and like, yeah, just that, because we found 2 strengths that are not in the tree. So if technically it's like the one in the TARDIS is strength 3, but you can treat it as strength 2 if you want to. It's not a huge deal. So
yeah. The only other question mark would be hovers or Fire Temple, logically. Not that anyone cares, because logic's a suggestion, but could have a dual purpose there.
Ooh, we just found a not bomb lock, but still sword lock because of ZL into Storm's locked bomb bag. So the path for sword to Morpha via bomb bag still holds up.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm Link here, I'm going to just go complete forest, I think. I'm just playing. Well, first off, you get my strength too, and then I'm going to go beat forest. Because at that point, I just need to beat water and Jabu, and I know where one of the two items I need for Jabu is, and the other one
Is in GTG.
probably, almost certainly, right? And then, oh, Link hasn't found Iron Boots yet. Where was Iron Boots?
River open.
Oh yeah, it was. I thought that must be him go to River. Does he have Iron Boots? Oh, he does. Sorry, I'm just blind on the tracker because I could see the hover, but not the Iron.
Oh,
and
look!
It's light arrows in the well. Shock! Ah, there we go.
Okay.
It's absolutely confirmed that Evil's Bane from Graveyard is for
Horns.
Sonic Games. Yeah. So Kakariko Village Hero is magic. 4 is a Pona song, which means we're probably finding a hook shot or long shot somewhere over in GTG area. Graveyard to Evil's Bane is Song of Storms. Lost Wood to Morpha is Kokiri Sword. And Gerudo's Fortress to Baronade is still unknown, but we will eventually find that in due time when our runners are done doing their chores, essentially.
Yep. All right.
And there's Link playing. Oh, we're gonna get a double forest right on the nose, basically. Ink entering it and Link entering right behind.
Yep. Actually, we have triple forest right now.
For just a moment, yeah. Although Link is taking his sweet time getting in, so maybe Ikola will get out before he gets in. No, doesn't seem like it. All right, chat. Enjoy your 5 seconds of triple forest. All right. Everyone, pause.
CP.
Oh, okay. Now I'm a little more awake. Fine.
Yeah, so we've reawoken ourselves by the virtue of one runner leaving the resident sleeper dungeon.
Ooh, this will be interesting. I think we've seen.
Oh yeah, more hints
from Link. Oh yeah.
Second copy of Gerudo's Fortress to Baronade.
Yeah, that was I think the first time we saw it.
I don't know what we're doing in Domain. Checks. I'm only watching the top 2 for the next 15 minutes. Yo, me too. Last one over here is Lighting Flames is Blue Rupee. Okay, so yeah, we definitely saw these when someone came to do Deco Train. Oh, yeah, wait, Domain's foolish. Has Kola seen that hint?
It's outside the Temple of Time.
So yeah, he definitely has.
Maybe.
Kola, please. I believe you said the foolish hints are planned to all be outside the barren ones are all planned to be outside the
Yes.
outside Temple of Time. Right?
Yep, those
So,
are
yeah.
planned out to be there.
It's a really nice quality of life change for a season because so many times you get like to late in the sea and you just look for a hint, you just find a barren hint for a location that you've already done. Like for example, Kokiri Forest. Kokiri Forest was classic for that stuff. Like, oh, I did my child routing in Kokiri Forest, and then oops, what's that? Kokiri Forest foolish after I did the whole thing? You don't say.
Which hurts even worse when you have when you get storms early and you're like, I've got everything I need.
Mm-hmm. Link Hylian's almost at 20 skulls.
Yep. Pretty efficient skulls routing for him. Should have all 20 by the time
he's out of forest, I agree. Yeah.
Should be exactly at 20.
Yep, there's 3 left. There's the 2 in the
courtyard
and the 1 underground. Yeah. Very, very good. Also, we've crossed an hour, which means it's time for us to give some gratitude. So first of all, thank you so much to our 4 runners who are on Restream today, joining us for the first weekly of Season 8. To Cola, iCola, Ink7, and Link_Hylian. Thank you to our trackers today. Are they on? Is this a command? Is that the command? I don't know if the tracker command there. Cool. The trackers today are Carlina, Joshi, and Mr. Moxie. Thank you to them. Thank you to my fellow commentator here in IT Guy, for putting up with me for the next possibly 2 hours. To our restreamer, VXR, making this happen, and of course, most importantly, to all of you for coming out and watching today. It's a pleasure to be able to share this with you, whether you're watching here on Twitch or on YouTube if it gets uploaded later. Thank you so much for your patronage.
We are going to see some fortress stuff now.
Thank God. I've been desperately wanting to see Fortress and GGG ever since we got those hints, but obviously it makes sense to progress the other hints first, get some other stuff. You wanna have your explosives, your bow, your hook shot when you go here.
Yeah, the one downside is iCola is gonna miss 4 checks in GTG simply for not having strength 2 right now.
Yeah, I mean he knows how to get it. That was the other thing, because he saw the other strength box.
Yeah,
and he's done enough things now that he can always go buy beans if he wants to. It's just that buying beans is slow, and so I think he's just trying to put that off until he's like, do I have to go do that? And so.
Right. It's kind of a hike to get back here. All
Absolutely.
Right. Casual 1700. That's EU aiming. That's pretty standard.
Second check. Not this. It's on the box up top.
Yup.
Classic.
Which is even better because
we have hovers.
Oh yeah, I guess you can get it with hovers. I was like, we don't have scarecrow songs set up. Cola picking up the bow.
Yeah, Cola getting the bow, and then the claim check, and probably presumably, not Storms, because he does not have Kokiri sword. That's still the problem. And iCola doing GTG before he gets the box up top, I think that's probably okay, just routing wise. Oh yeah, iCola doesn't have hovers because he doesn't have that's why he's going in. Right, he doesn't have hovers because he doesn't have K-Sword.
Right.
Oof. But we do peek a big chest on the right side. We have Song of Time. We should probably go get that. Makes sense. think I strongly favor Link Hylian's position here, with Inks as a close spot, second behind.
Yeah, I thought I had a moment of my brain going sideways, but Link did 3 Key Forest, which is how he's that much how he's that much further in than Cole is. It's like, how did we get here?
It's definitely impressive.
Right. And
long shot? Fire.
Well,
Yuck, bye.
Yeah. Not really helpful for anything.
Yeah, I can't imagine we need that.
No.
Not with magic being hinted the way it is.
No. My first thought was like, oh, look, Shadow 2, but no, not even Shadow 2.
Oh?
Oh.
Redraw, second chance? This one long shot? It's Rudo's letter!
Okay, so Rang's in the crate? Or the...
Rang's on the chest up top, and then what do you say? This one has to go to Morpha, so wanna call long shot inside Jabu, and that's the seed?
No. Long shot could be an ice.
Could be, true, yeah, it's the other way.
It's just gotta be
But
Rudo locked, which is
yeah.
fountain. It has to... It's in the fountain somewhere. I don't know if it's 7 years apart, but it's somewhere in the fountain.
Agree. That or it's just like in another check here in GTG, which I mean is another option. So I think our C just got massively reduced in terms of where things can be. I think like we were only looking for 3 things at this point. I mean, from our perspective. I guess also from Link's perspective though, right? Like if we look at Link and Ink, they're only looking for Rang, long shot, and letter, right? And so yeah, find like and the real fear with one unresolved hint to Morpha and one unresolved hint to unresolved hint to Baronade. We were only really worried about the second Baronade item, so finding that on the path probably to Morpha just simplifies everything. Which is kind of what we were talking about earlier when we saw like that there was like no other hints besides Morpha and stuff, that like things were going to be on combined paths. Like, oh, the path to King Dodongo was fulfilled by the fact that you picked up K-Sword, which is on the path to Goma, which both were folded into a single path to Morpha, right? So that's 3 bosses filled in with a Morpha one. We've had one in our pocket already for 4, and then there's only 2 bosses left. Phantom Ganon, who got folded into Evil's Bane, technically, or not hinted essentially, because he just found one. And obviously the hook shot is going to say Morpha instead of Phantom Ganon. And then Jabu, right? So yeah, like this makes a lot of sense. Like that the one K-Sword hint kind of put that all together, and the fact that like the other one is also combined like that makes sense too.
Also, fun fact, KZ skip's always allowed. It was only disallowed for the first tournament because it was discovered like 2 weeks before the tournament started and they didn't want to deal with it. Other than that, it's always been allowed.
It was season 6, I think. There's like, KZ skip's not allowed. It was ever was it 4?
Yeah. It was one of the earlier seasons, wasn't it?
It was season 6, I was right. It was season 6.
It was 6? Okay.
Yeah. It was banned in season 6 because
Nope. They allowed it.
No, they definitely allowed it last season. They've allowed it ever since they unbanned it. Found in 4, banned in 6, yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it.
But you are right. When it was found in 4, it was also banned for like 2 weeks in weeklies afterwards, while the race team was figuring out whether or not this was a trick they wanted to allow or not. And I'm pretty sure it was banned in season 6, not for like it was a meta shifting ban for a while. It was like, oh, not for reasons of like, oh, this trick is not like too hard to do or whatever. It was like everyone can do this, blah blah blah. It's a little annoying for people who can, but want to make Ruto's letter more powerful, etc., etc. So. I think the difference between Link, Ink, and Icola is quite literally how fast Icola finds that K-sword. That's the time, and the timer is ticking further and further them apart because the longer it takes Icola to find that sword, then
Yeah. And yes, Casey Skip is a fairly easy trick to learn.
Yep, it's not too bad. It can be sometimes a bit of a headache on like in actual execution if you like muck the setup a couple times, but like it's not overall too bad.
Now, B1 Skip is definitely harder than Casey is.
I actually find KZ slightly harder, but I don't think that like I think they're comparable in their actual like physical difficulty. I mean, yeah, if you can learn B1 Skip, you can definitely learn KZ Skip. I find B1 Skip easier to replicate. That's just me.
Right.
Well, the ground jump version of B1 is not even B1 Skip. That's just a ground jump, right?
Right. Yeah, that's just a ground jump. So there's two B1 skips that are common. There's the B1 skip controller players do, which is called B1 skip, and then there's something called Tsundere skip, which is slightly funny looking that keyboard players do because it's nicer to those keyboard warriors, bless you, who play on a keyboard. But
people who play on
you're
keyboard
insane.
confuse, astound, and impress me. Not necessarily in that order. Oh, thank God we're out of forest. Oh my God, thank God we're out of forest.
We're not out of forest.
More than commentating forest. Ugh. Oh, also, can I just say a huge thank you to the devs for, I don't know what season they did it in, but putting in the faster basement pushing thing, like saving 2 minutes off of every run. That's a blessing. Such a blessing.
I want to say it was the previous one.
Yeah, I think it was last season, right? Actually, you know what? I think Ink has the lead right now. Because Ink has already gone and gotten the lighter. I can't see any other difference between Ink and Link.
Right. Yeah, Ink did follow the path for Evil's Bane.
Keyboard players use a controller to write down their hints. If I just know if I could ban you for that joke, I would.
Hey,
That's terrible.
You just get a keyboard to mouse mapper, and then pop open your OSK on your keyboard or on your computer. I mean, possible.
It's definitely doable. If I ever see someone do it in a run, I will actually sub to them. Sorry, let me rephrase that. If I see someone win a run doing that, I will subscribe to them. Minimum 5 players in the run.
Right.
I call out here checking stuff, looking for that K-sword. The problem for Icola is that it's not that he doesn't know where to look, I think he knows exactly where he needs to look for his next progression. It's in Lost Woods. The problem for Icola is he doesn't have a slingshot. But he has someone hinted. Like, he should be able to just go get Skull Mask. If I guess actually.
No, he doesn't have a hint for Skull Mask.
He doesn't?
Unless you check the back of Lake, I don't think he has it.
Oh, that's where it was?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's in the back of the lake.
I'm so sorry, Icola.
Unless we've seen another one, I think that's the only Skull Mask hint we've seen.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Another Woods to Morpha.
Yeah, if you make a race where all 5 players do that, I end up throwing a subscription to the winner. Congratulations.
We got Ink going reverses to GTG. Makes a lot of sense. Link is, I don't know, fighting a moblin for some reason.
I think he finished Forest Temple, did some other stuff, and then warped back here. And so I think he's heading on his way somewhere. I don't know why he's not going the same path Ink is and going to GGG and across there. That's what I would be doing here, but I think he's looking for something else. Oh wait, does he not have iron? He's not have what here? What was here?
Nothing.
Right,
I think this is doing this is like
right.
Adult Crater Loop.
No. So Link didn't do the SFM check, right? He doesn't know that it's a bonus song for Morpha. This now tells him it's a bonus song for Morpha. That's right. The problem. Oh, and Icola set the Scarecrow. So now Icola's going to get the thing on top here.
Right.
Okay, this is
all right. Show me. Okay, I was like, I want to see something different, but I don't think there is anything left that it could possibly be.
It can't be anything in Shadow. We already have Mirror Shield, so it's not going to be like that. Can't really be for fire. Yeah, I don't think it could have been anything else.
I don't think it could have been anything else. Unfortunate, but
at least now we're gonna get to see on Icola's end that like if it's just a long shot inside the Javu. And yes, place your bets. Where is our long shot? We know for a fact that something blocked by Epona's Epona song is on the path to Morpha, and that item can only be, at this point, long shot, 100% guaranteed. So, it could be anything that the Epona song locks, which is mostly right now just things that lead us towards Jabu, but also that means anything in the fountain area, anything of that kind of area. So, if you want to put your bets in, bet a specific check in Ice, a specific set in check in Jabu, the iron boot check under the water, the ice flow floating heart piece, like any of these are all perfectly valid bets. Ooh, Ooh, GTG Strength 2 room? Okay. That's a very valid bet. That's totally doable. I'm gonna go with Bet Baronade Arch Container. Bait. That's my bet.
Ooh, that's probably where it's at. Somewhere
I mean-
nobody's guessed. All right, that is a bet for Shadow Temple.
Yep. Joss, you get to win if it's in shadow. Oh, Joss's bet just got one check worse.
Actually, if it's
What a
in
great-
Shadow Temple, we got some problems with the
Yeah, if it's in Shadow Temple, we have problems with our problems with our hints in general.
Please don't comment on other runners who are in this, please. Oh, we get to see nice, caring Bruto. Up to the first floor.
Who's Jax? What do you mean in
Jackstronomy.
their head?
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, in Jax? Oh, question mark?
I meant it's their house.
I don't know what that means. I
I-
don't know what that means, chat.
I'm so lost.
You've confounded me once again, chat.
So
Does
we are
Ink have
seeing
two
some
strengths, by the way?
No.
Okay, so we're not seeing your predicted check from Ink today. Jax lives in the combination Shadow Temple Pizza Hut.
Got it.
Kill me.
Imagine if they had that one little slider switch. We just went back in time 5 minutes and we could have been here.
Mm-hmm.
But alas, that's not in the rules. So we have to carry her while she complains the entire time.
She's a princess. She's entitled to her complaints. Or something along those lines. Also, is it just me, or is this seed, like, incredibly fast?
It is slightly jetty, yes. And at this point, actually, it is jetty because there's nothing that can possibly block us at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a series of checks we're gonna have to go for, but I feel pretty confident in our logical read into this thing that, like, we know about what, like, aware things are, right? Like, I don't.
There's only a handful. There's not. I don't think there is a bad jet, is there? Starscream, maybe.
No.
That's about the only bad jet I can think of.
Starscream. He's a bad jet. Boeing! No! Don't get me.
Boeing doesn't make jets.
Bet will close
They
once.
make planes.
Bipolar reaches Big Octo. You got it.
Hamburger makes jets. So yeah, if you want to get your bet in, make it quick.
Oh no, Ink. What is happening to Ink's stream right now? Hello? Uh-oh.
Okay. Got another bet for Ice Cavern. In the big room with the blue fire.
What is the bot talking about?
No, it.
Tech subscribed to you. Or tier again.
I see.
So the bot always tells people that I'm so grateful for you or wants to cuddle with you sometimes. Weird. Metalbot says some weird stuff.
What? Wait a minute. Wait, the first
Joshy betting Baronate Heart Piece.
Yeah, wait a minute. I already
the
bet
only
that.
check after.
You can't bet what I bet.
Oh, sure you can. You just put it in first. This is not co-op. This is just
we're just doing a quad stream.
Yep.
We want to celebrate the new season, first weekly. Yeah. Bottom of the fountain is the Iron Boots check at the bottom of the fountain. Oh! Okay. I was like, yo, wait, that's a big chest.
Hold on.
Behind the doors. Nope,
Oh.
nothing there.
There's an invisible one. Oh.
Yeah, okay.
So has anyone been counting GTG keys?
No, but with Song of Time, the check isn't locked by keys, I'm pretty sure.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Uh-oh.
If all 9 keys are available, that means toilet has to be an item.
Oh god, you're right.
That's why I'm asking.
Oh no, not toilet. Oh god. That would be a very funny answer, actually. Someone could. Oh no, betting's closed. No one can bet toilet anymore.
We don't know if toilet's in play. That's why I was asking about key counts.
Yeah, I don't have a good key count. Sorry.
Ink bailed, so.
Also, very funnily, if the hookshot is on Baronade's heart container, that's 2 hookshots on 2 child boss from Heart Fitness Seed.
That's true. Well, is DC really a child boss at this point in Rando?
No, it's not. But it's technically classified as a child dungeon, so I'll take it.
DC's only a child dungeon with Dungeon ER turned on.
True.
Who is further ahead right now?
I'm gonna say Ink.
It's gotta be
Was that a
Cola.
gold scale? Was that gold scale on the heart container?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Don't worry. I Cola checked Lab Dive like an hour ago.
Quick, Ikola! Don't leave without checking the fountain fair. Oh, wait, you don't have Zelda's lullaby. Okay, this scene is like a jet if you find a K-sword. More specifically, a jet if you find a slingshot. I can't believe those words are leaving my mouth, by the way. It's a jet if you can find a slingshot. Period. That's it. If you don't have a slingshot...
logic.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Oh, there's another one. True.
Or if you don't, or if you read the back of
Back of Lake Hints.
Back of Lake Hints, because then it tells you another slingshot location, which is on a check that no one's ever doing without reading that hint. So,
Right.
Ink's about to do Jabu. Link will finish up G2G, get Boomerang up top, go Child, do Jabu, and Light Arrows, presumably. Because they'll do Bomb well. Which really just leaves, where in the world is our long shot?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the long
She's
shot.
a sticky tattoo police.
Oh god, I got that song stuck in your head. This is good.
Oh yeah. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? I love that song so much. Oh man, what a game! What a good game Carmen Sandiego is.
Oh yeah. This is how we tell who was born in the 90s or 90s.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Carmen Sandiego sold long shot. Yes,
yep.
That's exactly who has a long shot.
Yep.
There's Ikola with the iron boots. All right, Ikola. Now all you need is a slingshot. Also, do we have bottle percent? We do!
Yeah.
We do have bottle percent.
The games were dope.
The games were incredible and actually like super educational. And the cartoon was spectacular. Yeah. The game shows were cool too. Honestly, I've yet to see a really bad Carmen Sandiego thing. Both the old cartoon and the new cartoon, I want to stress, by the way. The old one was like very cool, but the new one was like really, really, really well produced. So
new one's on Netflix, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
They even had like a choose your own adventure movie that was attached with it as well, which was kind of cool.
I think Toilet might be an item based on those key counts so far.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's hard.
Looks like Ikola is going to Child Spirit.
This makes some sense.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me. Like If you're looking for what you need to do. The logic kind of says you shouldn't have to go to Spirit, but that's only if you understand the logic for Kokiri, which you
Ikola
can't
doesn't have a
do.
bomb bag either, so...
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Only if you understand the logic for Deku Tree. Deku Tree solves your bomb bag and solves your Zelda's Lullaby, which is the two things he's really missing access for.
Right. That's a lot of cheese.
He only has one stick. He has to use shoes. I'm so sorry, Ikola.
I mean, I don't know what else can be in a big chest at this point. Maybe... Well, the 63rd slingshot can be in one, I guess. But...
Yeah. Third slingshot is the bailout mechanic at this point. I have no idea where it is, but it's absolutely the bailout.
Oh, it could be FW. There could be some FW stuff in here. Or some protection. Always eat her safely.
Kokiri's sword was on the
Target.
in the woods. Also,
And-
hi, Sky Girl.
And slingshot is on Skull Mask if you happen to be Link and look at the hints behind the lake. Or
on child shooting in the market if you're not.
Or vanilla. So...
Yeah.
Lord Paperweight!
Thank you, Sky.
We have Ikola going back adult instead of changing time to day and doing the one check, but you know.
Oh no, night market, not day market. That's so unfortunate. Nicole has probably walked by the answer like 10 times now, and I feel so bad.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Path?
Yeah, it's just path, not path. No S.
Yeah, Link going to ice here makes sense. That's a good candidate for that long shot.
He hasn't done Jabu that yet, though. Was he really going to ice before doing Jabu? Like, I know he knows the skip, but really?
Yeah. So, well, I think the reason being is we know that it
Oh, he's
has to
checking
be
big.
behind Rudo's at this point, unless it's in that check in GTG in the toilet.
Yeah.
But either way, this is Ink ending child permanently, and then the rest of it's just adult.
Agree. I think Link came adult to check this check, like as his last what's the word? His last bonus song check, right? Because this is locked by a bonus song, right? And there you go. There's your prelude. So he's going to go child and do Jabu before doing ice, I think.
Right. Link 100% has the fortress, and he found it first.
Yeah, he has the fortress, and he also has his boomerang.
Right.
Yep, he did. He has boomerang.
Yep. No worries.
I just tuned in to Icola's stream to listen to what he was saying. He's talking through his logic for what he's been trying to do, and mostly it's just he feels a little lost in his choices. I don't think he knows exactly where he wants to go.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine having to run through Wasteland 3 times.
Yeah, no. Oh man.
I mean, this isn't a scrub seed where you've got a logical quad dip of spirit, but you know.
Oh no, did that happen in Scrub Qual?
Yeah. Yeah. I call it back here. Oh, right, strength 2. That makes sense.
Yeah, if he came back, now he has second strength to check that thing.
And he is going to be so disappointed because there is a large chest in that room. And he will get bottle percent here shortly.
And this is a PG stream, so I cannot repeat what Ikola just said, but he's not happy.
This is not a PG stream, by the way.
Oh, am I allowed to swear?
Well, you don't have to, but I kind of, I'm gonna guess the words that came out of his mouth, and one started with F, and probably wasn't fun.
Well, it's French, so it started with a P, and
yeah, okay.
On dit like il parle pas avec PG. He's talking a little more mature.
Ooh, you said a bad word.
Oh no. Yeah, I've actually cleansed myself because in the in Donkey Kong commentary I have to be because for some reason when they upload to YouTube, if there's any swearing at all, they get immediately delisted and stuff. So we've had to not swear there. Oh yeah, so I have to not swear there. So I was like, I'm in can't swear on restream, can't swear on restream. Poltergeist. Yeah.
That is true.
That's exactly what he said. Yeah. He said poutine, chat. Poutine, not the other. if you don't know what the word is by me saying poutine, yeah, you're not getting there.
Well, now I'm just hungry.
Dude, I'm starved. I want
We're
poutine.
talking about French fries smothered in gravy and cheese curds. I mean, what's better than that?
Nothing, bye. Absolutely nothing. I miss my home country and I miss poutine. I miss poutine so badly.
Cheesecake?
Cheesecake.
What?
Not even close.
I'm confused now.
I don't even think cheesecake's a top 5 dessert.
It is in the US.
Is it really?
Yes.
Whoa, that bomb shot! Hey, it was at the bottom of the lake on Iron Boots.
Oh, look.
We have a winner.
Yep.
That is White R Knight. What? Kate, White R Knight, you are our winner. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, this seed is over, like over, like jet over. Like, he's about to go finish like go mode water, and then he's done.
Right.
If the boss is in a friendly location, which we know it's not, by the way.
Where was it?
Don't air. But are you from the East Coast there, Mr. Moxie? Are you from the Maritimes out there, by? Because I heard no one. There's no way the western part of Canada knows what Donair is.
What in the Canadian just happened to your accent there?
I reduce my accent to make myself more understandable on Restream, because if I talk to the Newfoundland accent, no one's gonna understand what I'm saying.
That's fair. Donair is not a Pokemon, ironically enough.
No. Donair is a sauce that is made of condensed milk and some other spices that is kind of sweet, creamy, and good with savory. It's often eaten with it's often eaten on things that are gyro. So gyros and stuff like that, but it's also eaten with like cheese sticks, garlic fingers, whatever you want to call them, stuff like that. Spent some time in Halifax, Newfoundland. Yes, boy! Good on him. That's where I'm from. Newfoundland's my home province, but I also spent a lot of time in New Brunswick, and I'm Acadian as well. So East Coast Canada is where I call home, where we used to. Not anymore. I moved away, but you know, it's gonna be home forever, basically. And yeah, Donair is a very Halifax thing, but I mean, very popular in Newfoundland too. Coffee Crisp is so good, Sky Girl. It's the single best chocolate bar ever made. Hello, Nagoshi from Saskatoon. Yes, or just Saskatchewan, I assume. Every time I see Sask, I assume Saskatoon, but he probably just means Saskatchewan, the province. Best kind talking to you. So, Link Hat is probably going to piece this together as well, right? Like, he's going to finish Jabu, and then
Jabu go, oh, it's not here. It has to either be in ice or at the bottom of fountain. May check the fairy fountain before going.
Right, because he has the access to it. But like that's not much of a thing to be on with. And then Cola is in the same spot Icola's in, but with a little bit more progress. Needs to find actually no, Icola already did Galbu, yeah. So they're in the same spot. They need to find their K-Sword. That's the long and short of it. They have to find it.
And unfortunately, Icola is not at the right age to find it, that we know of.
No. Cola is, but Icola isn't. Why is Alberta? Do you have an hour? By? Because I'll tell you.
I don't understand. Is that a complete sentence?
Yes, by.
Why is Alberta?
I assume they mean why is Alberta the way it is.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. And yes, by Newfie people are best kind. They're very, very sweet, super friendly. The island is full of people who are super friendly like that. And St. John's is my hometown. St. John's is uber friendly. Like you can't find people in that city that aren't there to be like sweet and kind. So.
And Cole giving us a box skip for season 7.
Wow.
Oh. There we go. And now we're going into fire.
Oh dear.
Can you
Also,
imagine if it's a slingshot and deep fire him?
that would be unreal. Why can't you KZ skip until you find that K sword, Wayfaring Fox?
Because
You should be able to.
are in the basement.
Oh god, you're right! They lock all entrances of access back there.
Yes, it
Oh
does.
no! Gross! Wait, this seed's hateful!
Yes. Yes, the seed is.
It's a jet and hateful. That's a new. That's
I
something
guess
new.
that's a bad jet.
Yeah, I guess that's a bad jet. We did a chat. We found the bad jet bus.
It's a good jet if you treated it nicely, but it's a bad jet if you ignored the nice free checks at the beginning of the game.
Yep. This is a Spirit Airlines.
Oh god.
No, but
That
it's not
is
Spirit
dirty.
Airlines. We're nowhere near Spirit. In fact, you go to your Spirit's bad kind.
That was dirty. Oof.
Oh my! That's fantastic. I like that. That's the name of this seed. Spirit, not Spirit Airlines. And there's the boss key. So Ink's done. Ink's now done. And also Central Pillar BK, Iron Boots hard required. Smile.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that where it was? Central Pillar?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
This seed's actually hateful.
I mean, I feel like I mentioned that like 20 minutes in. Oh, there's the Iron Boots. Like, that's the worst thing it could do to us is give us Central Pillar.
Mm-hmm.
And look, it gave us Central Pillar.
Yeah, I think if iCola and Cola don't have their K sword, by the time that Ink finishes, I would not be surprised by a forfeit. And ooh, okay, I'm getting something. So right, so I'm going right. Boom. And I'm dead.
Ink getting the grab there. Missed the quick grab by an inch or two, but
Still a pretty good Morpho fight.
yep, out of logic TCG. Poggers.
God, Icola's actual dead. Like he's never getting there. He has to go through all of fire before he even thinks about doing anything else. Cola, on the other hand, slightly more likely to get there, but is currently like exploring Lost Woods. He not done this check yet? I swear he has. He has to have done this check.
Maybe not.
Guess not. Oh, I guess he forgot to do it. Oh, no, he just... Yeah, well, he's playing something. So, yeah.
Warp back to the beginning. Oh, yeah. Goal skips operating the game a lot. I'm not surprised.
Makes sense to me.
But I don't know in this instance why you would skip it.
Right, it's in a hinted region.
Right. With it being hinted path, I don't know why you bother skipping anything unless it's hinted dead.
That was a really clean movement tech by Icola. No bomb bag to speak of, so no ability to ground jump this. Not that you need to, but like you can just push it. But a really nice little re-aim and roll to jump up by Ikola. Very impressive.
Right.
Very cool. Very demure. All right, Link, I'm gonna need you to do me a favor and go to ice. You have the power. You have the hints. You can go to ice. That is definitely the wrong settings. We're playing with Season 8 settings. It's our first weekly for Season 8. Welcome in. The settings can be found in the Discord and at a Mido House link that I'm sure VXR maybe can find. If I'm not, I can try and find it. I don't think it's a good use of time to try and list off all the settings verbally again right now.
Yeah, it's definitely in the Discord for sure.
Yeah, but we're in Season 8. Season 8 settings.
Paperweight.
Oh, and Link is getting his blue fire arrow, so he is actually going to ice, which is a good sign. It's a very good sign. All
Right.
Cola just played the song in the market. Is Cola about to get his answer?
Yep.
Looks like it to me.
All right. Yep. This is Link going back. He'll find Longshot on the bottom of the river, or bottom of the fountain. Go beat water.
Oh,
and
the
it'll
ice.
be about 15-ish minutes behind Ink finishing.
Yeah, depends entirely on what order he checks Central Pillar in. But yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna take him about as long to get his hook shot as it is for Ink to finish the fight. So it's like Water Temple plus finishing there. So yeah, call it 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how fast he does other things. But yeah.
Is this crazy that this was almost a sub 2?
Yeah. No, absolutely almost a sub 2. That's insane.
Like, this is going to be like a 202, late 203? Depending on how hard Ganon trolls.
Happy 2 hours, everyone. We're probably not seeing 3. Is that a large chest at the top of fire?
This is on Pier.
Be a slingshot.
Oh, is this a slingshot?
One time. I beg you. It's Din's fire. That's funny. That's funny as fuck.
Fire in fire.
So happy 2 hours, everyone. We want to take this moment to thank you all for coming out to the stream. We want to give thanks to all people who helped make this happen. So thank you to our restreamer VXR for putting this on as a show for us. Thank you to all 4 of our runners, Cola, Ikola, Ink7, and Link Hylian, who you're seeing sort of finish right now. Thank you to my co-commentator, new IT guy, and to me as well, Verdant Ash. Thank you to our trackers. Let me pull that name up as well. Carlina, Joshi, and Mr. Moxie. And most importantly, always, thank you to all of you for coming out and giving your eyeballs and attention to this wonderful stream. Thank you. And we're seeing a pretty quick finish here. Ink is at the very end. We're slicing up some bacon.
Yeah, Lost Woods one of them was Medigoron.
The other one was at the back of Lake, I think?
No, the other one
No,
was...
somewhere easier.
Wasn't it top of SFM?
Yes, yeah, it was on one of the top of SFM. Yeah, I think.
I think which one though? More for him, but I think that was top of SFM was. Oh, I guess Lost Woods is Path to Morpha.
And GG's to Ink7. Really great job. First place!
Yep.
Damn!
205.
Bang, there it is. And sniping fur by 10 seconds! On the restream, too. Wow.
Jeez.
I'm a little confused what Link Hylian is doing. I'm not entirely certain what the idea here is. I guess he's thinking things for Epona, but this is accessible with a song that you started the game with, so I don't know why you're. You think he thinks Mirror is path. Mirror was found in Death Mountain Crater. Death Mountain Crater in the wall.
Hold on, let me look at his tracker. I wonder if this is not him misinterpreting strength as the Evil's Bane path, because he doesn't have light arrows yet.
Oh, you're right. He doesn't have light arrows. Oh,
right.
Yeah.
So that would be my assumption, is that this is him looking for Evil's Bane.
Oh, that's interesting. And welcome in, Ink. GG's. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Very well read in the seed. We were going through the logic with you, and we felt very good about the choices you were making. How do you feel about how you read the seed, logic-wise?
So I think I was actually feeling pretty bad for like the first 30 minutes because I sort of just like did things in the wrong order, especially with the Slingshot Market into Lost Woods Path, which was K-Sword, which just unlocked everything in the seed. Right. I felt like I got that pretty late, so at that point I felt like I was behind for sure. But the one thing that did give me hope was potentially the bow on like Dampave. Might have been like a bit bad for some people if they did Composer Grave as adult.
Well, to make you feel better, Cola grabbed his bow 5 minutes ago, and Icola still hasn't found it yet. Or not bow, Slingshot.
Yeah, Slingshot. So
Slingshot? Oh my god.
Everyone found their bow pretty easily at different times. In fact, like I think you were like third to find your bow. Link Hylian found everything super early, but is like struggling with. The one thing he didn't find was the third strength. He didn't find so he found the one in the graveyard and the one in Deku, but didn't find the one that was just in Hyrule Field. And so he doesn't know that it had to be Song of Storms for light arrows, and so he has not really solved that part of the hint yet, which is where he kind of like lost some time on you. But the other two, Cola and Icola, Cola found his slingshot like approximately 5 minutes ago, like we said, and Icola is right now straight up doing the check that will give him slingshot. Yeah, only just now.
Just picked up Skull Mask and finds.
Yeah, that's a bit. Actually, it's kind of surprising to me that Slingshot was, the one that tripped them both up. I got mine at Child Market, I think, on shooting.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I will say, like, one thing that does make a little bit of sense is that, I don't know if the other two did this as well, but the spawn was ranch, and you had no rupees. So I went to market actually just to get rupees, mainly. And
the other two climbed up into Talon's room and broke the 2 pots to get 10 rupees.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I was considering doing that too. I didn't actually know at the top of my head how many rupees it is. So I was worried it was like only a 5 and maybe like a 1 or something like that. I didn't know if it was 10 or not. So I just didn't risk it. I just went market immediately. But yeah, then it makes a little bit more sense because it's like it's a hard check to like route in a lot of cases, that child market check, because it's like, okay, well, then when do you do it? You know. But still, like that late is a little bit surprising to me. I don't know how much how much more bottleneck like the seed gave, in terms of stuff like, you know, bomb bag, and others, because I didn't do a lot of like early checks. I didn't do any field, any lake, valley crate.
We can tell you that we have not seen another bomb bag on the stream, and that's consistent with what we know about the seed. Saying Kokiri's sword is path for bomb bag, which is path for hookshot on the Dodongo boss, which you get bomb bag for. All that makes a ton of sense. I think that there's so much being locked by this. Storms for light arrows, via ZL, ZL doing some other stuff, like water and other outcomes. Like it's a lot to be, and obviously access to ice because you can't do the skip because you can't use hover in, and without ZL you can't get in anyway. So just like 3 or 4 different parts of the path, all locked by whether or not you have, like, because you know once you've done all of Lost Woods, the only check left for you is the target shooting. You just need to find shot, and it's just purely unhinted, like straight up unhinted. There's no indication of where that slingshot is, except for one thing in the back of Lake Hylia. Do you want to know what hint is back there? I know you didn't see it.
I did get a second copy for Skull Mask Slingshot. I don't remember where.
Okay, you did? Oh, I have no idea where that was.
I don't remember where it was.
Okay, well we were like hoping people might find that to like bail them out, but I don't think anyone on the top side of our run here ever did, because like that they would have rushed for that, I think, because Ikola got slingshot, swore out loud. I turned on his audio to hear what he would say, gave a few swears, and then ran to that target. So I think he knew the entire time what he was going for. Just a matter of, do you find your slingshot, basically.
My guess is it's probably in Fountain, would be where that hint was.
Oh, yeah.
No, I got it before I went to Fountain.
Okay.
Let me check.
Also, there was another bomb bag, but it is K-sword locked in the wall.
All right, I found it. It was the Death Mountain crater, like Hintstone, after the ferry, or sorry, Death Mountain Trail, excuse me, after the ferry, like on the climb, sort of. It was that one.
Oh, the one when you fall down on the Tektite?
Yeah, I got that pretty early.
Yeah,
no
one's done anything like no one did crater loop, so that would make a lot of sense.
Wow.
Yeah, I did crater loop like right before DC, I think was what it was. So, I got that like I had like 40 minutes, 35 minutes in, 40 minutes in. I had it pretty early, but I had a slingshot already, so it didn't matter.
Link might have done it also, but Link had the first slingshot, so
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still a bit surprised I won, to be honest, because like I said, I didn't feel good about the early game, but also I've never won a weekly before, so this is my first win.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, watching the way you played, I thought you did a lot of good logical reads. I think you had a very outcome. I think the advantage that Link got early over all 3 of you was that Link stayed like child for a long time, and then but like the disadvantage to that is that Link was like child for a very long time, and then he had to clean up all this adult stuff. And by the time you did that, you had solved the whole. You had solved the Evil's Bane hint. You had solved the the opponent song hint. Like you had like basically everything that we were figuring out on Restream. You basically like went and just did and executed. So like from the point after your first adult loop, I couldn't see a single mistake on your end. Like you did everything basically what you had to do, and that's super impressive. I mean, that's what it takes to win. You just gotta like solve the puzzle and rush to the end. It's really well played.
One more question. So the thing that put me sort of in no mode was the SFM to Morpha hint. I got it in Valley. Was there another copy anywhere?
There was. I don't remember where it is though. But like everyone has seen that one.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
You know what? I think it was in one of the Hyrule Field grottos, maybe.
That would make sense because I did another field. I was strongly contemplating doing it like in Adult 1, but I opted against it because of the Woods Path. I was thinking, oh, what if the Woods Path is just like bombs or something? And I was sort of right. It was K-Sword for bombs, but yeah, I was a little bit worried about that. I didn't want to keep going. I would have liked to ideally have paired like field with, maybe like GTG or something, but I had so few items at that point, just the hammer, that I opted to go back child immediately.
Yeah, it looks like I mean, that makes sense to me. I think hammer was a big bait this seed as well. A couple of the runners went to fire. Yeah, it's just a hard time. We have Link and Icola both DNFing for different reasons. I think Link is a little confused on what the answer for sorry, brain. What the answer for where Longshot was. I think he thought it was strength locked, and he's just confused. And I think he's learning now it was Song of Storms. Oh, sorry, no, not Longshot, the light arrows. And then Icola was just so far behind because of everything that happened. I think he's like the point you were in like an hour ago is where he is now, and like he has like only now begun to be able to like to look for the hints and stuff. So I think he's just like, I don't want to do any more of this, and I don't blame him, frankly. Like he spent the entire seed looking for something that locked the rest of the seed. You don't want to put another hour into this seed. Don't blame him.
Yep.
Can we get either of them for comment for interview? I'm not sure. And there's Cola getting K-Sword finally on restream at 214. Oof. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember when I got the K-Sword there at like, what was it, 25, 30 minutes? I thought it was like pretty late. I was like, dang, I'm probably behind. I can't imagine. It must feel really bad for him, I imagine.
Yeah, you got it second because I think Link got it first, but you guys were like on top of each other getting it, basically. Like it wasn't that far apart. The other two got it like post 2 hours. Like they both got K-Sword after you finished.
Dang, yeah. That I can imagine that hurts a lot.
Yeah, I can't blame anyone for looking at that and going, I don't want it to. And yeah, like we're gonna be here for like another while at this point with like finishing up Cola, assuming we keep going.
Well, yeah, I'd like to say just, before I head out, thanks for having me on Restream. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Not a problem. It was a pleasure to watch you play. As we were saying, we always thank people for being on Restream because it is never easy to put yourself out there. Randomizers are a cruel mistress, and it, you never know when you're just going to have a bad seed, bad day, things happen, and so it's always a thing. So thank you so much for being willing to put yourself out there, for coming on to interview with us. GG's, congratulations on your first ever weekly win. That's super exciting. And enjoy your weekend, man. Like, what can I say?
Thanks. Yeah, I will. It's actually my birthday tomorrow, so I'm gonna be celebrating.
Happy birthday! Look at this birthday present. There you are. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
I guess this is my early birthday present, weekly win.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Once again, thank you guys for putting on a good show. Appreciate it. I'll probably be watching back the VOD just to see, any comments,
Please do.
stuff like that. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening.
Absolutely.
All right. See you around.
And in the meantime, we had Jarek finishing in third with 206.55, Fabio shortly behind at 207.50, Ingle in fifth with 208.42, and Incoherent with 208.50.
Another 8-second snipe. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, and with that, I think we're going to go ahead and raid Cole. So thank you all for watching. Give all our runners a follow. Thank you to Runash, the new IT guy, here on the commentary, as well as Carliana, Josh, and Mr. Moxie for tracking. So tomorrow, I know we have the Goron Weekly at 2 Eastern. I know there's also ALTTR Cross Keys action tomorrow, so stay tuned for all that. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you later.